Hello, this is Anthony Elmore with Century 21 Judge Fight. And I want to thank everybody first off for jumping onto my YouTube channel. I'm excited to have this new platform access. It's somewhere that will allow me to speak about real estate topics a little bit longer than the constraints of the reels on Facebook or Instagram allow. And quite frankly, there's some topics in real estate that deserve a little bit more time than the 30-second, 60-second long, minute and a half long video on that short, content form allows for. And, having, this platform here is just going to let me, speak towards those topics a little bit better. Before I get too started, I do want to let everybody know I'm not an actor. I don't, make videos or write scripts for a living. I don't spend a lot of time, writing out how this is going to go. And the reason is because my expertise is helping you buy and sell real estate, and that's where the brunt of my focus goes, is to help you achieve your goals. If that means that I fumble on my words a little bit in a YouTube video, I'm hoping you'll see a little bit past that. But as I go on too, I'll be a little bit more comfortable speaking in front of the camera. But what I'd like to talk about today is a situation where a lot of people don't use a real estate agent when a real estate agent will benefit them largely in this scenario. And there's a couple reasons that they don't. They either don't know that they can use an agent, or they don't know how an agent would get paid in this situation, or even they think that they'll get a better deal not using an agent. And before going around too much, this is when purchasing a new construction or builder home. So to cover the first step, a lot of people don't use a real estate agent when buying a new construction home because they don't know or think that they can. They think that because there's a different contract process, or they're going to the builder's office, that this is a different kind of transaction. And when it all comes down to it, you are buying a home, and you deserve the right to have somebody represent you and think of your best interests. That new builder is going to have somebody in their office at their model home, somebody that you call for help when purchasing that home, and they are all agents or employees of that builder. Their goal is to get the most money for that home and make their employer the most money that they can. As for getting paid in that situation, the builder is, like a traditional seller. In most cases, they are going to pay a commission to your buyer's agent. So if you're going to buy a new home and you're thinking, we'd like to have a real estate agent but don't know how we'd pay for it separately from the home, you're already about to make one of the biggest purchases of your life. That's something that is already taken into account. Like I said, most cases that builder is going to pay that commission. And if you don't have an agent on your side, they're still charging they're still holding on to that amount of money as if you did. So, when they see you come in without an agent, they're thinking, great, this is fantastic. So, that's kind of the biggest reasons. Once again, there are some that when they go to buy a new construction home, they're thinking that, that agent for the seller, that employee for the seller is going to give them, a better deal because they came in without an agent. And the reality is that new construction builder, that employee knows that they're more likely in that instance to get the most money that they can. So, that being said, a couple of the benefits to having an agent with you when you go through that is first off going to be market knowledge. Your agent's going to know how much other houses are selling for in that area. They're going to know, if the market's going up or down, if it's an environment that's, that's right for the seller or that new, builder to get as much money as they're asking for on that home. And they're going to use that. Your agent's biggest tool for you is negotiation. Um, when you're working with an agent as a buyer, their goal is to get you the best deal. So having somebody in your corner instead of the seller's corner is going to help you a lot more than it could hurt you in a new home buying process, even with a new construction build. Um, the next thing is a lot of the agents in the area and their brokers are going to have relationships already with those builders, with those employees. They get moved from site to site. So if they're building here in Prosper, and all the phases are completed there with that builder, and they decide to go now and build in Salina, that employee could end up there, in that relationship that the agent has, and that the brokerage has, that stays into that new community. Excuse me, sorry. So getting to know those builders and building relationships with them is something that agents and brokerages are doing on a daily basis so that they can better help their clients when it comes to buying a new construction home. And I've got some notes here, so you'll excuse me if I look at my screen here a little bit. So something that I touched on a little earlier is that there are people that think that when they go to a new construction build, that agent there, that employee there, is going to give them a discount, or they're going to be able to work down the price of that home more because they don't have an agent, and they think they're just going to give up that buyer's agent amount. In reality, that builder is trying to keep as much of that as possible. So, like I said, that agent, that employee in that office, they work for the builder. Their goal is to get the builder as much money as they can. So, when you don't have an agent, you just lose that extra person making sure you're getting the best deal. The other thing that having an agent can do is help, with things such as selecting closing dates, helping coordinate, moving deadlines, anything that you have, as far as setting up the home, setting up your electricity, setting up your internet. That's all something that an agent is going to help guide you. And with Century 21, we actually have a program called the Judge Fight Concierge. It's with Century 21 Judge Fight, and they will assist you with all of those situations, setting up your internet, setting up your phone, moving your utilities. And that concierge, that's complimentary when you buy or sell a home with a Judge Fight agent. So that's the case even if it's a new construction build, and you can call them. You can get as much help or as little help as you want. They're going to reach out to you as soon as that contract is written, and they're going to start coordinating that with you. You can just wipe your hands of it, let them do everything. You can, you just ask for assistance on certain things if you want. It really is up to you, but it's a benefit that Judge Fight offers, and other brokerages offer. Similar things, not quite as in not quite to the scale that Judge Fight will help handle this for you. But most brokerages and agents will assist with that process. So that's another benefit to using an agent in that situation. Making sure that all those dates are are lined up and everything is just going to help your move and your purchase go even smoother. Not to mention, the slew of, different, vendors and everything that you could want for your home. You've moved in and you want a new, a company to come out and mow the grass in your new home for you. Your agent, Judge Fight, we keep a connections network of all those different companies that you can work with, and just to make sure that you're getting pre-vetted and able, companies to work with for things, such as mowing your grass, cleaning your home, fixing your AC, coming out and servicing everything. So that's another thing, that having an agent working with you is something that is going to benefit you more than going in there without an agent. So if you've got more questions, comments, other benefits that I've missed, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Reach out to me. I've got my email, Facebook, Instagram, and Linktree on the YouTube profile, so you can jump in and check out those resources that I have, and just follow me on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, and let me know what you think. Thank you.